When you think about what the possibilities of what might happen, you know, if I hadn't have survived my heart attack, the impact to the family would just be, besides, you know, the death of the dad, the financial burden of having to move out and all the emotional trauma that goes along with that as well. You wouldn't know what their future would be. Having the correct insurance in place, you at least know that the future that you're currently planning for them can still take place. I was out training for, do a bit of running and cycling. I was training for the Gold Coast Half Marathon, and I was out at lunchtime at work doing a run, and I got a bit of chest pain. I just thought it was a bit of indigestion. But over the next couple of weeks, just walking to the train station and back again, the chest pain was just getting worse. I went to see my doctor, and she referred me immediately to a cardiologist. And then that afternoon I was checked into hospital.
The day that he was admitted into hospital, the nurses were laughing at him because he walked in with Otto on his hip. And they're like, most people get stretchered into here or in a wheelchair.
And they did an angiogram, which is a wire up the femoral artery to check out how your heart is. They discovered a 100% blockage in one artery and a 80 to 90% blockage in another artery.
One minute he was in a bed, and the next minute I was standing in this empty space with Otto on my hip, and just like, oh, he's gone. I thought, I'll just go and follow him. So I followed him out to the main corridor of the hospital and sort of feeling like a bit of a ninny, but just calling out to him, you know, I love you, and, you know, watching him disappear. And I had this hour of, what am I going to do and who am I going to call?
It was really quite a surprise, you know, because I was quite a fit person. I look after myself, I eat well, I don't smoke, I don't drink excessively. It took a while for it to actually sink in. I think it was, you know, I woke up at 2 a.m. the night that I was in hospital and, you know, just I think broke down. The nurses were wonderful, but you know, it's just you know, thinking about your family and, you know, the possibility of not seeing your kids grow up and all of those kind of things. It's really sort of hits home that you know, it's yeah, not much fun. My financial advisor is David Baccinelli. I've had David as a financial advisor for about 5 years. One of the first things you think of is, you know, how we're going to pay the mortgage and, you know, pay the visa bills and all of those kind of things that are coming in the doors.
I hadn't even thought about trauma insurance, but Simon's, I think men think differently, and he was thinking really practically. We
rang Dave to see if we were covered for our insurance for this kind of thing, so, and we were, which is good. So, you know, at least it takes that pressure off. I'm a contractor, so I don't get paid if I don't work. If we didn't have the insurance, we probably would have had to have remortgaged the house, I think. David helped us submit our application. He came over to our house and helped us fill out the forms. He also told us all the information that we needed to gather to submit the application. I mean, I was lucky I survived my heart attack. If I had have died, you know, it'd be terrible. I'd be leaving my wife and kids behind, but at least I'd know that they would have been looked after financially.
We didn't know whether we'd get anything, we didn't know how much we'd get, and what we got was fantastic.
I didn't ever think I'd actually have to use it. But you know, it's great that it's in place. You know, it's like wearing a seatbelt. You know, you don't think that you're ever really going to have a car accident, but you don't drive around without a seatbelt on. So, if you're married and you've got kids and you've got financial commitments, having the appropriate insurance in place is absolutely paramount.